Hello, this is Chantel with Brown Sugar Talks on the Black Unicorns. Let me get the light. Anyway, so today I am talking about, because this is important to me. Like, this part right here is important. The whole thing about triggers. Because they found out information about me on the internet. So they found my court papers from my son from child support, and they found the court papers from my abuse. All right, so they used the abuse to continue to follow me and basically torture me in my life. So I'm trying to create relationships with people, and I wasn't able to. So one thing that's not a trigger, it says it's normal to feel upset and anxious, extremely uncomfortable when we encounter difficult content, having strong learning so we have to regulate those emotions. So that's something you already know. Like, I already know how to regulate my emotions. Even though I had everything I went through, I had to regulate my emotions, or else they'll beat the hell out of me, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you can't get upset because I took your money. You can't get upset because I did this because I'm an adult, whatever. So you have to learn to, because you can't beat their ass. You know, you can't do nothing about that. So really, that's not like something that's traumatic. It's just like shit you go through in life with your parents or whoever that you distrust, you know. But trauma, when you abuse somebody, when you are mentally abusing people, when you are constantly putting a person in a cycle of abuse, right? Now this person is creating like things that are words and different things like that. So for me, the child support case, because I had trauma with my baby's father. Also, the issue with Marcus Boyd. Also, all the stuff I went through in college. Like, that stuff is, like, all trauma for me. So, then there's triggers associated with those traumas. And since they wrote that down and then they continue to keep doing it, then guess what? It's going to be a problem, okay? Trauma. So, trauma triggers are different. They often include a loss of a person's sense of time, space, and or self-emotion. It's amplified or completely muffled or sometimes seemingly unrelated to a situation. Triggers are like a trap door in the brain. Like, one thing I never talk about is sometimes it feels like I'm inside of a room. Like, it'll be like I lose my hearing at the time or whatever, and that's not a good situation. So the next thing, respond, don't react. So that's what I was trying to tell people, because this guy, he just like keeps thinking that it's like triggers are like associated with sex or triggers, and that's when people don't listen to my show. They see the titles of my show or they hear my show and they think, well, this is the same thing, and it's not. Triggers are not related to sex. Triggers are not related to like all these different things. It's like those things cause the triggers, like those things cause trauma, but that's not what causes the trigger, and that's not what the trigger is. The trigger is the abuse that you are going through in that situation. Like, it's like it puts you back into a mind of abuse. Like, it'll be like, I gotta get the fuck away from her. Like, I hate these, you know. It's like all this different stuff being followed, like all these different things that I hate. That's what they keep trying to do to me. They keep trying to, and they still keep getting the same result. Me cussing somebody the fuck out, or me not even reacting to what they doing, or me later on having an anxiety attack because I know that that's what they were trying to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like they keep doing the same shit. A psychopath. That's because they saw it on my Tumblr one day, and now they think I'm a psychopath for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with me. They just keep trying to make it seem like it's something to do with me. Okay, respond, don't react. When you react to something someone says or does, you may have a problem with boundaries. And this is like when you get really angry, because some people, you trigger them and they know what the fuck you doing. They trying to get out of that situation. Don't nobody want to be in no fucking abuse again. I don't want to be in a situation where I gotta get hit by a nigga again for stupid shit, or this nigga up here trying to accuse me of dumb shit that I ain't never done, or my brain stopping. You don't want to be in those situations, so the person will fucking react crazy. Like, it's like you be really want to fucking react because you not about to let nobody abuse you like that again. You understand? Like, it's like you've already been abused. Why am I sit here and now I'm just gonna be calm while you take me through it again? No, you finna fucking shout, kick, scream, fight, every fucking thing you need to do. And so in that situation, people will call the police. Well, the person is actually just having a reaction to the bullshit you trying to put them through. So it's like you want them to go through your bullshit too. No, you can't have people going through your bullshit and you know that the motherfucker don't want to be there in the first place. If you know that this situation put somebody in a harmful situation and they couldn't get out it the first time, why would they want to sit there through it the second time? They gonna fucking fight you. Unless you got some kind of, unless they then therefore have some kind of Stockholm, whatever. I don't know what the hell they have, but it's like, I'm gonna fight you. Fuck you. I'm not finna sit here and just, what? Are you fucking kidding me? And if you want me to not be put, instead of speaking Ebonics, bitch, no. Ho, hell no. Motherfucker, get the fuck on. That's exactly what the fuck they telling you. It ain't no other way to put it. I can't put it in lamest terms. I'm not going to be professional about it, but that is what they telling you. When that person is shouting and screaming and telling you to get the fuck away from them, if they having a fucking physical reaction like that, it's because they don't want to be traumatized again. Now you think about it. Your mama done locked you in the basement for 20 years and somebody tell you to go down in the basement. Bitch, you finna fight the fuck so you don't have to go in no fucking basement. You ain't in jail. Ain't nobody out here in fucking jail. Y'all see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here trying to go through no fucking trauma for none of y'all motherfuckers. That shit ain't cool. So yeah, somebody finna cuss your ass the fuck out. So, okay, let's move on. If someone is able to cause havoc by doing or saying something, she is in control of what you at that point, and your boundaries are lost. A person cannot control that. If the person is telling you, don't talk to me, get away from me, don't come close to me, and you continue to make those steps to that person, they about to fucking snap on you. The person is about to fucking go the fuck off. Because that is that you think about it. Somebody about to they say, well, you get in the car with somebody and they say, well, we finna put you in a car accident. What are you gonna do? You gonna jump out the fucking car. That's exactly what people who go through trauma go through. They trying to get the fuck out the goddamn car. Ain't nobody trying to go through no shit with you on no bullshit level. And the shit ain't funny because in their mind, they actually are back in that same situation. It's not a question about it. They are in the same situation. Whether it's in a different setting, whether it's somewhere else, whatever you put them back in a situation of abuse. It could be the words you say. It could be how you standing up there talking to them. It could be what you doing to them. All that shit, that's abuse. That is complete abuse because you putting this person in a situation that they don't even have to be in. When you respond, you remain in control with options and choices. If you feel yourself reacting, step away and regain control of yourself so family members can't force you to do or say something you don't want to do or say, and something that violates your separateness. That is what I'm telling you. Respond, don't react. So this guy's like saying hold it in. You can't hold it in. You need to like let it out because that person is actually tripping you the fuck out. This is not comfortable for me. That's what that person is saying. This is not comfortable for me. Get the fuck away from me. They not telling you to come closer just because you feel like you safe. You may not be safe to them. It could be what you look like. It could be what you got on. It could be what your hair color is. It could be anything. Anything. For me, it'll be the way you eat, the way you walk, the way you... I'm talking about anything. And you telling this person you feel dangerous to me, and then you end up getting your ass the fuck hurt because you see what I'm saying, or hurting somebody else because you don't want to respect boundaries. You have to respect boundaries. If somebody says get away from you, get away from them. You see what I'm saying? Like, get away from me. I'm sorry, I said get away from you. If somebody says get away from me, get away from them. If they say don't come closer, don't go closer. Stay the fuck away. It's not a situation where you need to keep overstepping your boundaries. I myself am a person, before even knowing I had trauma, I was still a person that had like boundaries. You know, like only people that really touched me was kids. I didn't hold babies. I'm not a person that's like real touchy feely with people I don't know. Even if I know you, I know it's like two people online right now. They were friends of mine in school, and they would lay on me and stuff. I just am not comfortable with shit like that. Like, I'm not. It's just, if I'm not loving you, if you not like the love of my life, or you my fam, like my close family, I don't do that stuff. Like, I'm just not a touchy person like that. So even that, I'm already uncomfortable with that part of it. And then to think of a stranger coming into my space, I'm about to try to fuck you up. Or else I'm gonna think about all the ways I could try to like fuck you up in this moment. Like, what can I do? Like, can I rip out this fucking thing and put it in a net? You know, it's like because I don't want it. I know I'm a loving person. People feel that way about me. Like I'm a really loving person. People want to be close to me. My students always want to be close, and I let them be close. Like I had to actually put my guard down when I went to the classroom. Outside of that, I don't want nothing to do with nobody touching me. Like it's like, don't touch me. You see, because I already had childhood trauma. I knew about childhood trauma. So I already don't want nobody touching me. So unless I am close to you, yeah, then you can touch me. I know in college even, like when boys try to kiss me, I always like pull away. High school, college, I'm just not a touchy-feely person, first of all. And now to think of, I have trauma on top of that, and people kept forcing themselves on me, and then I have somebody coming towards me like that. No. That is a fucking no. And no. Motherfucker, no. Hell no, bitch. Ho, no. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, so how to cope with the triggered trauma memories. Get your body moving to release the endorphins and shift your body's response. I used to try to take a walk here when I'm like in my situation. Use grounding techniques. Bring yourself into the present by getting in touch with your senses. Go outside. I go outside a lot because I am prone to have agoraphobia. I was saying this motherfucker for... If I had the money, I would order every fucking thing. I don't want to go... I just don't. It just be too much. Like some days, like I had to pray 3 days to get out of a house. 3 days. And then I saw the holes in the wall, and I was like, "Oh my God, somebody killed themselves." I mean, for real. That was the only thing that got me out, was when I thought somebody killed themselves in this motherfucker. I was like, "Fuck that! I'm finna get out." I tried to open the door. Still didn't work. Still, you see, so it's just like for me, I'm prone to it. Like, so I try to go outside. Practice cozy self-care. Draw a warm bath. Put on your comfiest pajamas. I love comfy clothes now. I'm sorry. I love myself like this. Like I don't know. I love it. I feel like I look younger. I feel more light. I don't know. It's like I love myself like this. My heart. I don't know. I love it. I know I probably could do a day with makeup and some clothes, but I just love this. I ain't never wear eyelashes, so I don't feel strange without them. I probably could put on a little mascara. I just love my natural self. I love it. I love me. I love my clothes too. Like I make good choices. Like I got clothes up there, they got holes in the butt. And that's how we make fun of men for, like them raggedy underwear. I got holes in the underwear. Like I have changed into such a different person. In which before I would have thrown them away, I would have bought new ones, or like. And I'm not, it's like, and I wash, I keep everything clean, but in my house, this is like all organized like it used to. It's like actually like this, like a hodgepodge or whatever. I was just telling somebody about how I used to like decorate my apartment with IKEA. I would like give myself like IKEA, like $10 or a $25 budget, sometimes $50. And I would just like go to the store and figure out what I wanted to do or redo in my house. And I would do that. And if I couldn't meet my budget, then I would just like paint or make it whatever. So, you okay? You gonna do it. You gonna do it. Yes, you can. Don't say I can't. So fucking what? Just make sure, take out those, the big cans, because I think that don't help. And I'll do some more later. But, yeah, so, go outside, practice cozy self-care. Do some art. Like, I've built cans for him so he can, like, knock them down. Let emotions be emotions. Allow your process the emotions with the patience. Let me tell y'all something. If you really do go through the whole panic, anxiety attack without actually like having to do it, and I know it's hard because it's hard not to call people. Oh, gotta fly. It's hard not to call people. It's hard not to do all these different things. So when you go through those emotions, in the end, it's just like my picture. Like, it's really nothing because now you're not in the trauma. Like, I am not in the trauma. Like, promise you, I'm not in the trauma. Like, I don't like being reminded of the trauma, but I'm not in the trauma. But the trauma, when you remind me of it, it's like I'm in the trauma. Like, it's horrible. It is a horrible feeling. It's horrible. It is completely fucking horrible. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. I wouldn't do people like that. And it, like, it's like the waviness of it. So, yeah, like right now I got the wrong coffee because this shit, I'm hyper. I'm hype as hell, so I gotta start drinking this coffee too. You gonna make it. So you gotta let the emotions go through.